Today we're going to be building a chicken tractor using 2 cattle panels. I want a chicken tractor so I can use it as a temporary structure to get the chickens that are in the brooder right now, get them into a place to get them outside before I put them in the coop. And I also want to have a chicken tractor to be able to use my chickens in specific areas going forward. I want to get them in my orchard, my garden, maybe my blueberry patch, and I want to have a mobile structure that I can put them in to give them shelter wherever I want to use them. You probably don't need these 6-inch laggers. They're probably overkill, but we just had a bunch laying around from this barn we just built. We got the first panel in place. It's 8 foot wide and it seems to be a good height with that. We're using plumber's tape instead of staples to secure it. We got the idea from Living Traditions and we actually implemented this in our cattle panel greenhouse we just built and it worked out really well. We tried staples in the past and it didn't work out, and this is just a lot better.
Holder.
All right, I got both cattle panels on. I'm gonna go through and zip tie them, and then we're gonna work on getting the hardware cloth attached. I'm gonna try to wrap this entire thing in hardware cloth. Okay, the hardware cloth's on the bottom. I wish we didn't put the cattle panels on before we tried to attach it to the bottom of the boards. We did it because we didn't think that once we put the bracing on, we'd be able to put the panel on top, but we laid the boards flat and there was plenty of space. So if we did it over again, I would put the panels on after. So now that this is all done, the next step is to start the framing. We're gonna frame it out to where we can put a ridge beam across the top because we're in northern Wisconsin, we get a lot of snow and this will need the extra support. Right in the middle of the cattle panels, there was 23 of these bars running across. So I counted to 12 and that should be the middle. I'm gonna hang a plumb bob off of here and plumb it up and screw it in. So we're gonna go through and put bracing on. We're just using the odds and ends from the boards we already cut through the doors. It might not be uniform, but I don't want to cut up any new boards. All right, we got everything framed out and we're ready to put the hardware cloth. So I'm gonna start in the front corner of the cattle panel, drape it over the top, and we'll figure out the sides when I get there.
Okay. $63 3/4. Let's call it 27. Sounds great, bro.
The hardware cloth, that'd be cool.
You want to jump? I don't have any food. Oh, getting close. Oh, I'm done. That's good.
Last night we got it all framed up, everything completely covered with hardware cloth, the door framed out, and the tarp on. I forgot to mention that I'm using fender washers instead of staples to secure the hardware cloth to the boards. These work out really well and we like them a lot more than the staples we've used in the past. So the next thing I'm gonna do is attach a roost. I went out into the woods this morning and I found the top of a tree that was blown over from a tornado we had a couple months ago. I took a log out of those tops, I brought it up here and I'm gonna cut it to length and attach it to the board. Once that's done, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna move this thing. I think I'm gonna put some handles on the bottom and drag it out of here and put it in my orchard. Okay, everything is done. I got the roost set up. I had to take the handle off of the door here and put it on the bottom. I'm gonna use 2 handles to try to drag this thing. And I thought we had more handles, but apparently we ran out. So I have our last 2 on the bottom here. I'm gonna try to pull it and see how it goes. I originally thought this was gonna be like a chicken tractor type of a build, but I think it's just gonna be more of a permanent coop that I can move if I need to. So I'm gonna try to drag it into the orchard right now and get the chicks put out into it. All right, I got this beast dragged into the orchard. It was pretty heavy. Not something I'm gonna be doing a lot, but it's something I am able to do, which is nice. We're not on completely level ground here, so I'm really glad that we put hardware cloth on the bottom. We were kind of debating on whether or not we should do it, but I'm glad we did because now I don't have to worry about a coon or something digging under it to get in there. But what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go get the chicks that are in the brooder right now and put them in here and see how it works. All right, all the chicks are out in their new coop. So the plan with this hoop coop is to just give my chicks a place to stay during the night, a safe environment that's covered with hardware cloth that's gonna keep any predators out, and I can move it to different areas of my homestead, whether it's this orchard that I'm in, my garden, my blueberry patch, wherever I need them. And then I'll let them out during the day, let them dig up some grass, eat some bugs, fertilize the soil, all that good stuff. So this hoop coop is gonna really allow me to utilize my chickens in a lot of different ways, and I can keep them safe in here at night wherever I need them. I am gonna have to add another tarp on the front here. I thought I could get away with it, but I might as well just put another one on and give them some more shade. But I'm just gonna keep them in here for a couple days and let them get used to that being their new home, and then let them out and let them free range.